pizza, so like Wooded Foothills. Alright, Esper Thief. So this deck has a lot of parallels to the Blue-Black Pirates deck that we've played a little bit of on stream. We've got a small white splash here for Deputy of Detention and Seraph of the Scales in the main decks, which we've got pretty good mana. And then we've got a couple of Lyras in the sideboard here as well. Discord's great, Big Mama. Whatever's easiest for you. They both work fine. So go ahead and dive into some matches and see how they go. I think Blue-Black Pirates is a reasonable deck in general. Had a number of people tell me they've had success with that both on the ladder and at their local paper tournaments. And Deputy of Detention is an interesting card to splash into it. We have things like Stormtamer and Dive Down and Thought Erasure to protect the Deputy of Detention. And our deck just has a lot of must-answer threats, which is nice. One of the ways to make Deputy good is by stressing the removal out. All right, our starts here is actually threatening to be pretty good. I'm gonna take their Wilderness Reclamation and then hope to draw a land here so I can stick Thief next turn. Maybe I should be conservative and take Sinister Sabotage just so I can play this down even if I miss a land drop for a turn. But I was kind of hoping that we would just hit. God bless. And then I have Deputy of Detention and Hostage Shaker to take their blockers out of the way here. So even though we mulligan to 5 here, we have a pretty good start. For people thinking that we're lucky to have hit our land drops, we mulliganed to 5, so like hitting the land drop there was just our cumulative variance balancing out. So I elected to just let them jump block there so I can get this into play. It also gives me the chance to do this, which is sweet. This Hostage Taker this. And then we're actually pretty far ahead here at this point, right? I'm gonna take that. Can keep their this does give them a Chemister's Insight in the bin, but I don't think that really matters. And just like solid mulligan to 5 here. We have a lot of good sideboard cards for this matchup. This is a great deck if you hate Nexus. This archetype, like, Pirates in general is good against Nexus, and like the fact that we have Deputy of Detention too just makes it even better. Right now is actually a phenomenal time to buy into Magic Online because the current buy-in price is really low. What about Mortifying the sideboards and a Cast Down or Moment of Craving? I could see Mortify being better than Cast Down, perhaps. But, like, this matchup, for example, is like, we really want Moment and Cast Down to be efficient removal to help us stay alive, right? And I think the fact that Deputy of Detention already has some utility in it probably means that I don't need more utility removal in the sidebar. I just want more cheap removal to keep me alive against aggro. Second land drop there was a good hit for them. I'm going to strap up my Curious Obsession here next turn and go to town, hopefully. Ideally hit a land drop in our next 2 draws so we can play Thought Erasure this turn as well. And then hopefully find our way into a white source to get Deputy down. Hopefully they play like a second Adanto out next turn and we just like play Deputy and slaughter them. This deck seems sweet. If we hit our colors, we're about to be in a very, very good spot. I timed you out earlier, Rick, for asking that question for like the 6th time because I already answered you. I am standing. I split my time sitting and standing. Digitech Wire, thanks for the 10 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. If you're going to take the time to ask a question in a Twitch chat, you should do the courtesy of like actually being listening for when the person responds to you. How do I get the mute symbol to appear when I mute my microphone? Witchcraft. We were 1 land off last turn. What's the saying? Sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from witchcraft. To answer your question non-facetiously, in OBS you can set things up to key binding. So I have the same key binding configured for my mute as I do for putting up that icon, toggling that icon on and off. So what do I want to do here? If they hit a land next turn, they're gonna get to go like 1 drop plus their 5 mana thing. I think I'm just supposed to go land Deputy of Detention and hope they miss on a land for the turn. I mean, for the record, Rick, I don't mind the question. I mind asking a question and then not paying attention to when I answered you the first time. That's the frustrating part. Questions are great. If I didn't want to answer questions, I would just make YouTube content. So if they go land 1 drops elephant, I'm dead here. If they don't go land 1 drops elephant, I get a chance to like Thought Erasure them, and then I'm gonna be in a pretty good spot. Yep, I am a resident of Central Illinois, the old Bloomington Normal area. Fantastic. So hopefully we don't see double Venerated Locks that when we Thought Erasure them next turn. Although I guess if I do, I can double Erasure them. This attack seems fine for me. They're doing this because they want to deny me a card draw next turn, so they're going to block my 2/3, but I hit my 4th land already, so I think I'm fine with that. And like, this is definitely a matchup where I'm more favored the longer we go, I think. So anything that prolongs the game here, I think is fine for me. People ask to be timed out on this channel because there are some people who take being timed out on Twitch way too seriously. And so they get really upset when they get timed out for breaking one of the channel rules. Because this Twitch channel is kind of atypical in that we time people out for things that aren't blatantly offensive. We time people out for just being off topic. I don't think I want that. And then I do think that I need to take their lord away here as well. I feel like the people who get really upset about Twitch timeouts, they weren't disciplined enough as a child. They weren't told they were bad and have to go sit in the corner for a little bit. It's worth noting that since they're at 12, this Adanto Vanguard is not just unkillable. Oh god, did they draw an elephant? That's so brutal. Man, we were doing so well too. Yeah, the Aristocrats deck is sweet. I think if you haven't done it yet, Miller, I would recommend swapping out the copies of Revival for 2 copies of Ajani. I think we're probably dead here. I needed them to not hit the Venerated Loxodon. I suppose I can hit a second copy of Deputy of Detention here. Seraph of the Scales, huh? All right, so I do this, and then I shock in this, and then am I still dead? I go block, take 11. So I have to block with this too. And then maybe the Seraph tokens let me stabilize. So I'm not dead on this attack, but I'm not in a good spot. Yeah, I am still accepting modern deck lists, but I'm a little bit more selective about them. The minimum price for modern deck lists has been up to 25, and I'm not really accepting things that are piles of garbage anymore. So. Crimson, thank you for the entire year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. So if they attack with everything, we'll go Seraph trade here, chump, take 8 down to 1, and then probably be dead, but I do at least get a draw step, so that's nice. It 2 draws probably because I Kitesail Freebooter. What about Amulet Bloom? Amulet Titan's a fine deck. That one's fine. It depends on what you mean by meme. So some people, one of the problems why I became really frustrated with Modern is because some people took meme to mean garbage unplayable as opposed to interesting. So like Narset Cannon is a deck that I will play. Garbage unplayable stuff is not, however. So go into 1 here. Should I block Adanto with Seraph to entice them into pay life? No, because I need to take their threats off the table. Need to take their elephant down so they have less attackers next turn, ideally. So next turn, I'm going to have... They're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're going to have 6 attackers. I'm going to have 2 blockers, so I need to put down a bunch more. I'm probably dead. Wait, why did they pay? Yeah, my hair is actually pink. They're not dead. They're at 6. And even if I play out both creatures in my hand, I'm still dead on the backswing, right? Tempo decks are aggressive decks that also tend to be disruptive. So tempo decks have either counter spells or discard spells in them, generally speaking. Is this a matchup where I want to cut Thought Erasure? I think it might be. Just like max on removal spells. Oh, I could have taken a draw for Deputy. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Good call. Not used to that having that be an out in my deck to draw to. It's an A+ suggestion. Did Hostage Taker do it? Hostage Taker didn't do it, because if I hit Hostage Taker, I'd take one of their things and then replay it, and then they'd have 5 attackers to my 4 blockers. How do you deal with History of Benalia? By flying over the top of it and by blocking. Deputy of Detention is actually an excellent answer to History of Benalia. You like let them make the second night, then you play Deputy and exile both the night tokens. A lot of reasonable answers to History of Benalia. Took a little bit too much damage from our mana base there. The Venerated Locks thrown off the top for them definitely didn't help us though. Is there a pod list in Standard that's reasonably competitive? Yes, as with most things, you can go to my website and find a Team or Vanafear deck list that I like. The answer to most of does X exist in Standard or Modern is look at the website. Check it out. Spend a lot of time on it. It's worth looking at. The scene sounds great. Oh, Doogie. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Listen, regular blue-black pirates is great, okay? How many more do I expect to get to tonight? I'm at least gonna do red-black aggro, but I think if we stay under 2,000 viewers, I'm probably gonna call it a night after red-black aggro. Please attack me. Oh, yeah. Tasty, tasty. If you've never blocked a 1/3 Wild Growth Walker with Dire Fleet Poisoner before, let me tell you, are you missing out on one of the finer things in life? Now, I have 0 experience doing web development outside of randomly clicking on WordPress things. You could maybe argue that I should just Moment of Craving the Adanto, but I also kind of just want to be resource efficient this turn. Curious Obsession. I'm actually going to go ahead and strap this up on Dire Fleet Poisoner here. Just because it at least, anytime... Whoa! Oh, the misclicks. I did not intend to attack with this. I was just clicking too quickly while I was talking. If they block here, it's like drawing a card, and if they don't block, I do draw a card, so it's just like, eh. Before anybody says anything, Dire Fleet Poisoner only powers up pirates inside of combat, so this cannot power up this if they block here. You know. So my misclick is gonna cause me to take some damage here, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. You hope they have Seal Away. I do have Dive Down, okay? And I have another Deputy of Detention. Gosh, this card seems like such a sweet addition to the Pirates core. Like, having some removal that's like also a threat is A+. I hope they have another Benalia too. That would be A+ excellent for us. Alright, my misclick didn't matter here because I wouldn't have Wouldn't have been able to do the thing anyways. I think I'm feeling hungry. Gobble, gobble. You've been very, very bad. I'd like to send you to detention. And then they block, and I dive down. Wow, no blocks. That's really good for me. I agree. Deputy plus dive down is excellent. Yep. This does not have menace. You're thinking of the other one. Please block with your knight token. Are y'all? Oh, they didn't take the bait, chat. I don't understand. I'm a master at baiting. They should always take the bait. But I'm so good at it. Dead. They are actually dead to double Dire Fleet Poisoner next turn. That's kind of funny. They have a spell here? What do we got going on? They got Baffling End or something? Maybe a Negate? Does that... I mean, I guess I had 5 cards and none of them were land because I was missing land drops, but that feels a little spooky. They brought in counter spells, which makes Kitesail Freebooter better. I don't know. They probably just assumed I had spells. It's unreasonable. Like, we're not playing for anything, right? Like, we're 95%, so, like, the odds of someone ghosting all the way down here are, like, super low. I think people ghost way less often than most people think. His hand's a little slow. Hacksaw, thanks for the Prime support. Hope you're having a good one wherever you're at. But, like, having all my colors and, like, Disruption, Curious Obsession, Protection for my Curious Obsession is, like, pretty aces. Hopefully we just, like, draw removal spells and things that block here. Deputy of Detention is the card that I really want to draw. Gosh, that card seems great. Which Angel Shell do I think is the most fun? Just straight Black-White Angels is the best that I've tried so far, for sure. Okay. This Kitesail Freebooter is going to let us see exactly how dead we are. Hopefully the answer is not very dead. If they have third land plus the Night Lord, we're going to be in trouble. Ooh! We found a piece of candy, chat. We found a piece of candy. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I would like that one, please. Yoink. That's exciting. We get to block their vampire. They flip the Legion's Landing. I'd probably play Deputy of Detention before I get this Curious Obsession going. is this gonna give them... No. Okay. They are not yet blessed. Do you want to attack and lose a permanent? Or do you want to pump the brakes because I have a 1-2? We're pumping the brakes because we have a 1-2. Alright, so... Who do I want here? So they have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so like the only thing that gives them the city's blessing is a... It's either the tokens or the Snubhorn Sentry. I think it's just the tokens. And this is not blocking, so it might as well attack. Can't block, must attack, same thing. They can only attack me for 3 next turn, and I'm at 19. So that means I'm going to Curious Obsession this Kitesail Freebooter and then just take him to Pound Town. Won't you take me to... That is aggressive, opponent. That is aggressive. I guess they need to be aggressive though. Be aggressive. Is this a concession deputy, chat? Smells like a concession deputy. I should wait a turn on this. I'm gonna wait a turn on that. It might be, I think it's right to wait because I don't want them like Conclave Tribunal me and make me sad. I think it's correct to wait a turn. It's like not mana efficient, but I just want to like ask myself like, how do I lose from this spot? Oh, yikes. Is that... There's still one off here, right? Yeah, there's still one off. That is kind of scary. No blocks. How do we feel about Hostage Taker replay their thing now? Like, the Snubhorns, like, aren't threatening power anytime soon. Oh, what do you get? The person who has everything, chat. I just genuinely don't know at this point. I just have all the things. I don't even know. It's just oh yeah, concession deputy. Concession deputy smells like a concession deputy. And like, so we often talk about like you should make changes to decks with the goal of like solving problems, and like Deputy feels like it's really solved a problem that Pirates has, which is like being able to interact with boards like this is a big deal. Definitely not ghosting. Yep, ain't that the truth? Goodbye, friends. I believe we're solidly into garbage time at this point. We're just like, our deck just has like 8 Flame Tongue Kavus in this matchup, and it's really busted, or like Flame Tongue Kavu plus in the case of this. Correct, Bad Tinker. The tokens are gone forever. The histories I don't really care about. And, like, the histories aren't threatening without the token, so there's really no reason to, like, do anything to the histories. And again, like, I'm not a huge fan of Deputy in general, but this deck specifically is very good at leveraging Deputy because it's a deck that's able to protect Deputy with Stormtamer and Kitesail Freebooter and discard, and we have a lot of other must-kill creatures, so decks only have so much spot removal in them. So this deck is just demanding too many answers that most decks just can't keep putting up. I mean, even if they have Settle the Wreckage, I have Siren Stormtamer. Like, Siren Stormtamer is the reason that, like, Settle the Wreckage is basically unplayable in this format. This is kind of a Hate Bear style deck. I don't know. Like, Hate Bears usually imply, like, tax style effects like Leonin Arbiter or Thalia in my mind, so I'm not sure if we really fall into that category. So much as we're just, like, utility creatures. Yeah, Settle is bad for a variety of reasons. Mana seems fine so far. I wouldn't trust your gut or the results that we've had. I'd encourage you to do math and figure out if the mana is okay. Don't be anecdotal. Just, like, do the math. Siren stops Settle because Settle targets a player. So, Stormtamer counters a spell that targets you. Double Obsession. That's incredibly rude. Well, I guess we'll take one. I do have Seraph of the Scale in 2 turns, which is very good in this matchup. So obviously we're not blocking here, because I'll just get the other Obsession back. Or draw on a card either way. Kitesail is very good in this matchup. They missed on a land. Ooh! Ooh! Found a piece of candy! Do. Is it crazy to not attack with this so their Curious Obsession falls off? Is that nuts? That's probably loose, right? Because, like, they draw a land and they just diddle me. Oh, if they draw a land, I can counter their diddle with Siren Stormtamer. Yeah, that's fine, actually. No, this just says a creature has to attack. It doesn't say this creature has to attack. It's just something attacked this turn or this falls off. No, because I don't want a double block, Deerlick. The double block there is bad for me, so I'm not leaving the Stormtamer back because I'm not double blocking. Yeah, I think this actually puts them in a really bad spot. My 1-2 is King of the Skies, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, alright, we're done here. We're done here. Tradesies. Tradesies. Allow me to play my little friend. Garbage time has been declared. Yep, opponent concurs. Alright, so cast down. Moment of Craving. I think Thought Erasure is not good here. It's just too much mana. I think I'd rather just have removal spells. Dive Down, I think, is useful because it's a combat trick, and that lets me block with my flying creatures. Is Hostage Taker worthwhile? Maybe the 2 are fine. I don't think I want a third Hostage Taker in this matchup. I guess it doesn't get Spell Pierce, which is powerful. Is Hostage Taker better than Direfleet Poisoner? Poisoner doesn't really have a text box in a lot of places, right? Maybe that's the case. And I don't think Negate is the axis I want to fight on. I could see Spell Pierce being okay, just because Spell Pierce is incredibly resource efficient. This is 24 creatures. That's probably fine. Yeah, I think the Spell Pierce is fine. Let's try this. Oh, lands. And it's worth noting too, a lot of the time when hands like this come up, people always comment on like greedy or 3-color mana base getting punished. If this was a 2-color pirates deck, these would probably all be swamps. So this hand wouldn't be keepable in a 2-color deck either, almost certainly. I think this hand is not good enough on the draw. Like it needs, so like speculative hands like this, the question you want to ask yourself is, if I hit my lands, how likely am I to win? And I think the answer is, even if this hand draws 3 lands in a row, it's probably not good enough to win the matchup. So I'm going to go ahead and play Catch and Release again. This hand's like pretty reasonable, especially if it draws some lands, so I'm going to keep. So you want the risk to reward ratio to be worthwhile, basically. Is the payoff for the risk I'm about to take worth it? Now, this Curious Obsession here is really bad against Merfolk Trickster. It's kind of okay against that, though. Alright, I'm gonna push my chips into the middle of the table here. They're probably going to, like, chump block this turn, and then next turn Merfolk Trickster us, and Slag will weep silently. Bottoms up. Bottoms up is good. No Merfolk Trickster. No Merfolk Trickster. Yep. So, if we don't get Trickstered, and we get to connect, or we get to draw some lands, we could be in an okay spot here. I guess Temp Vision is very bad for us as well here. Assuming we don't draw a white source or a cast down, but I mean, I just like, this is all my hand does. I just need to like push my chips in and just like hope for the best here. All right, white source or dead. All right, dead is the option. On to the next one. Onward, upward, backward, forward. Understanding when a game has gotten to a position where you are like incredibly unlikely to come back and win is a very valuable skill to have, especially if you're trying to just play a bunch of matches on the ladder. Like the next match is always waiting there. Always waiting there for you. This hand is fantastic. Nah, I think strokes and negates are fine. I think Dive Down's fine in this matchup for what you just witnessed, which is using it as a combat trick. I think Dive Down as a combat trick is more than reasonable. Well, that's... I don't want to give you exact numbers, Venfaith, because like any numbers I'm giving you are just like made up off the cuff. They're not actual real numbers. So this is bad against Merfolk Trickster, but like even if they have Merfolk Trickster here, like I'm still got to draw a card with both of these, so it's not that bad. Oh, do they also have double obsession? Yeah! Who's got 2 thumbs and removal spells in their deck? This guy right here. How would you explain Twitch to a 40-year-old? I would explain it, I would ask them if they know what YouTube is. And then explain that it's like YouTube, but live. So, do I play around... I think I play around Merfolk Trickster and play Thief of Sanity here. I think I'm ahead at the moment. Like, obviously this could go bad for me, but I think I play around Thief, because like the problem is if they have Merfolk Trickster next turn, they could diddle my thing, and then my obsessions fall off. Yeah, but like the fact that you already know what Twitch is and you're like here watching it probably means you're more in the know about computers and technical related things than the average person, or you're more invested in esports or Magic. There's a lot of people, on average, people who are over 30 tend to be more likely to not understand what I do for a living, in my experience. Like, it's not complicated to understand, but it's just not something you're familiar with if it's not something you're doing all the time. And again, like, a good chunk of my audience is over 30. I'm just saying if there's someone over that, they also are just more likely. So I think I take Spell Pierce here, because by taking Spell Pierce here, if they want to play old Tricky Dick here, they then can't stop my cast down. So if they Tricky Dick to trade with Thief of Sanity, we're going to get to go ahead and kill their other thing, and I still have Curious Obsession going here, so they're just going to get dumpstered. Yep. Yeah, like Twitch and YouTube both do estimated age metrics, and a majority of my audience on both platforms are like 25 to 34. And that makes sense, right? Because like Magic, you have to have money to play, so like people who are in that age bracket are more likely to have disposable income to play a game like Magic the Gathering. Whereas, like, people who watch, like, Fortnite or even stuff like Call of Duty, other games that only cost $60 plus a system to play it on, are probably more likely to be a bit younger. Yoink! Gosh, Flame Tongue Kavu's a messed up card. The Conquistador! Thank you for the 5th month in a row. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Are we done here? We're done here, right? Have we entered garbage time, chat? I think we've entered garbage time. Be okay to play Silvergill Adept with only 12 Merfolk, including Adepts? No, probably not. Alright. Do they take the bait? Rats. Rats, they didn't take the bait, chat. Well. They might as well Essence Capture this, because if they don't Essence Capture this, I'm going to Essence Capture. I'm going to, like, take their Essence Capture. Just going to put this into play tapped and pass here. Gurney IK, thank you very much for the Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. There's no reason to block here. They get to draw 2 at this, and then Dive Down should ensure that they die next turn. Dive Downs plus Hostage Takers. stop it. They're actually just dead on board. It's like Stormtamer counters this trigger, and then they take 4 this way. But I'm gonna go ahead and just throw another dive down here because I can prove a point. The point being, I'm drawing 3 cards per turn. I don't know what you expected to do. I don't know where you thought this was going, but I'm drawing 3 cards a turn, so. Rollins GI, thank you very much for the Prime. Hope you're having a good one. Welcome, welcome. 98% chat. Gosh, what a wild string of good decks this evening. I'm kind of digging what this deck is doing. Got a lot of good things going on. This deck feels like it has the good parts of Pirates while also getting Deputy of Detention, which has felt really good so far. If you're resubbing with Prime Drake money, you have to refresh your browser page sometimes to send the notification through. It seems fine. Not amazing, but fine. Evening, Kemsy. First timer. Weird. Well, you are subbed, so thank you for the support. I'm not sure why the notification didn't pop up. Alright, so I think I Thought Erasure to start here, just in case they have, like, Jade Light Ranger. Take that to pull them off curve. Cast down, Vivian Reed, lands. Alright, so we're going to take the cast down here. Actually, we're going to take the Vivian Reed? No, I'm going to take the cast down. I'm going to bin that. We're looking for some source of card advantage here. Here's hoping they just, like, play 2 Land War Elves out, and then we get to send them all to detention. Rude. Alright, so I think we just boot them up here. Yep.
Not bad for a mouse.
Man, Vivian does voice lines when you discard her now, too. It's wild. Without super tough requirements like this one, it's usually right to play 12 shocks and cut, or could you cut some black-white shots for checks to make your mana hurt less? So that, a question like that, the answer is it depends on your mana curve. So like, this deck is playing mostly cheap spells, which tends to make playing more shock lands correct, because you're trying to curve out consistently. Like, basically, shock lands are trading health for the ability to curve out early. I mean, they're not just dead yet here, right? Like, they could finality me. They could also just, like, have a piece of spot removal here. This was a submission. Wonder if I'm supposed to go Kitesail into Deputy there. Of a land. Oh, we're super dead. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. We're not just dead yet. We have a lot of lines here. The first one starts with this. And then I think I just take their Incubation Druid here. Because, like, this makes as much mana as these, but this is bigger. So, like, if I draw a Thief or a Curious Obsession here before they draw action, we could be okay. But I think this position definitely favors the deck with Hydrate Crisis in it. Okie dokie. Dunk. Step 1 to winning. Don't be unlucky. Alright, need a hostage shaker or detention or deputy detention. Nothing sweet about it. We just did. No, this deck that we're playing, yeah, I think this deck is sweet. How about you talk about the board state? It's really annoying that, like, it randomly doesn't let me click on this. I have to start clicking on the dots up top. Very, very annoying. Gosh, what do I even cut here? All of our cards seem good. All of our cards seem good. Suggestions? Maybe Seraph of the Scales, just 'cause it's a little bit slow. Yeah, sure. Questions are great. Maybe I trim Direfleet Poisoner since I have Deputy and Hostage Taker. Doesn't seem unreasonable. Let's give this a go. I don't think I want Cast Down. Maybe Cast Down's better than the other 2 Poisoners. I don't know. Poisoner's like a threat too, which is nice. Like, I guess Cast Down tends to be better against their Krasis, but like I have 8 creatures that are really good against their Krasis. That seems like okay, not amazing, but fine. I guess it's like a Curious Obsession or a Thief of Sanity away from being good. Yeah, especially with bringing in more Hostage Takers, the Seraph is probably too many 4s. Incubation Druid, Hostage Taker. Alright, so I'm gonna take their Hostage Taker. Actually, oh, that's really good. I was gonna say, maybe I'm supposed to take the Find, but Freebooter on top actually makes leaving the Find in their hand just okay. Did you miss the Grixis deck? No, decks that are still in the stream title are decks that are yet to be played. Although I don't think we're gonna make it to the Grixis deck tonight. I think it's probably gonna stay in the queue for Monday morning. Leave them with the 6-drop in hand since my Deputy's going to take their Incubation Druid off the table. Ooh. I've not seen Esper Hero List playing Doom Whisperer, so I'm not familiar with that card in that configuration. Alright, I was gonna say, I really want to draw land tiers, that way I can play Deputy of Detention and still keep Siren Stormtamer up. Fantastical. Just yoink that right on out of here. The next thing gets hostage taken, and then like when they eventually play this Vraska, I get to like save the down tick with Siren Stormtamer's activation. They might just down tick and kill the Curious Obsession. We're open to dodge Finality at this point. Did we play? Listen, Amazing Ace. If I played it with Doom Whisperer, that was like 20 decks ago, 30 decks ago. A week is 30 plus decks. We usually play 6 to 8 decks a day here. Oh, that's good. Not having counter spells in this build feels kind of bad. Like the one thing this build is missing that the Pirates deck was playing was we played Pirate League. Yeah, if you have a question about a deck I played previously, I'd encourage you to go on YouTube and listen to Past Jeff. Yeah, Deputy's a good addition to this deck. I'm not sure that I like not having Pirate League, though. You know, on the draw, I'm going to go ahead and put Cast Down in and cut these 2 Poisoners. Killing their Incubation Druid seems valuable, too. Lookout's Dispersal is the Pirate League that I'm referring to, for those not familiar with card nicknames. that a good one? It seems like a good one. Alright, what you got? Hostage takers. Rude. I guess hostage taker doesn't even really matter here. Because I have like... I have this, and I have Disdainful Stroke too. Let's put all our eggs firmly into this basket here. Yeah, I think we're pretty far ahead here at this point. Just gonna tempo them out. I don't think I want more dive downs. I think I would definitely play Lookout's Dispersal before dive down. Oh, you know what? I should leave them Hostage Taker and take the Vraska's Contempt because the Hostage Taker is sorcery speed. So the thing that's good about a card like Direfleet Poisoner is that it's a modal spell. It's a card that does different things in different situations. Sometimes it's a removal spell, and other times, well, shoot. Alright, suddenly we are very behind. And by behind, I mean we're just less ahead. Yep. We weren't really punished for it. We actually got rewarded for the, well, I guess we were losing the Curious Obsession either way. We were losing the Curious Obsession either way. Oh shoot, that gives them the Vraska back. That's a yikes. What does modal mean? Modal means a card that does different things in different situations. Should have probably played this last turn. We call this deck Cops and Robbers. Yeah, basically. That's funny.
Make way for your belligerent needs for crew.
Remember I'm supposed to put Curious Obsession on here. I feel like I'm not. I'm supposed to wait for a flying creature. Yep.
Make your captain proud.
Alright, here we go. Here we go again. Here we go again. Should have known, should have known, should have known again. Do. Alright, I'm just gonna put this on here and hope that they like. Don't rip something relevant. Silly opponent, you've activated my trap card. I guess this makes Find a good draw for them, but I feel like I need to just close the game out with, like, every turn they just, like, have a bunch of chances to draw something. Like that. That feels real bad. I cut all my Direfleet Poisoners, right? Attacking like this means that they won't attack with their Carnage Tyrant next turn, most likely. Yep. I'm just hoping this means they attack with the Carnage Tyrant. Yeah, that's a good play on their part. My play with the Curious Obsession might have been a little bit too aggressive, because now I have to lose it, and I'm a little bit behind. I guess they can't exactly race at the moment until they rip Finality. Alaska, yep.
Stand aside.
Probably dead at this point. That's pretty good. That could maybe get us back in this game. There aren't cards in our deck that get us out of this situation, but there are definitely cards in their deck that get us out of this situation. Are you sure you want to target unknown card title 1270 with this ability? I believe so. Are you sure you're sure? Maybe. For fuck's sake. Oh, ay, 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 ay. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. You want to put a couple Lookouts Dispersal in over these Seraphs. Honestly, after playing these games, I really kind of feel like it's worth just splashing for Deputy of Detention. And I'm actually going to put the Seraphs in the sideboard. I think they're a little bit better against like Mono Blue and Drakes than Lyra is even, just because they come down sooner. Give this a try. Let's give this a try. I think it's actually going to be my last deck of the night. We're going to play 1 or 2 more matches and then wrap it up. The rest of the decks in the stream title: Red, Black, Aggro, Esper, Angel, and Grixis Friends. Those will all stay in the deck queue, and they'll likely be up on Monday. Do you always run counters if you can? I'm curious what kind of deck can run counters but doesn't want to. So, decks that could run counters but generally wouldn't are decks that we would refer to as tap-out decks. Decks that are looking to spend all of their mana every turn, as opposed to not. Only 12 on the sideboard? No, I think I uploaded 15. Remember, the entire sideboard's not visible on screen. The deck list is uploaded via the Stream Decker if you haven't seen it before. Don't Baffling Ender Seal away me, bro. Hopefully draw a blue source here, an untapped land. Hoping to draw an untapped land here to Kitesail Freebooter a removal spell. Kinda gambling a little bit here. Perfect. Show me what you're working with. Don't show me double removal. Just a history Benalia, yeah. Probably see a Knight of Autumn come down and disenchant a Curious Obsession. And then we'll get down these 2 next turn, hopefully. Nah, I think you'd rather just have removal spells in your deck. Warkite Marauder is kind of a low-quality card. Fighting Walloon, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime support. Hope you're having a good one wherever you're at. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Well, the Grand Prix this weekend is at the Pro Tour, or the Mythic Championship, so most of the big Magic people that play competitively are qualified for the Mythic Championship. That's exciting. Yoink. Can I just talk about how good this Deputy of Detentions is in this deck, by the way? Been super impressed with that. You always want to draw the card from your deck before you Thief of Sanity. I haven't gone through all the results for the Mythic Championship yet fighting Walloon, so I don't really have a good answer to that. Could I be enticed to do one more? Probably Rockin' Zanir. Probably. Was there something specific you wanted to see? So they're playing green-white. What are the odds that they have something like what's it called in their deck? I'm blanking on her name. The card that gives people their stuff back. Yeah, you want to draw before Thief of Sanity because you don't choose what card comes off the top of your deck. Tristani, yeah, that's the one. But the card that you draw off your deck could impact which of the 3 cards you want to take from them. I'm gonna trim Direfleet Poisoner. Deputy of Detention just being a real removal spell is real sweet. Yeah, let's do this. Man, it's cold down here. If we're possibly gonna get enticed into one more, I'm gonna turn my space heater on because it's a little bit chilly. A little bit chilly. I don't think I want Stroke. I think like what do I want to replace Stroke with is more of a question too. Like I kind of like all the spells that are in my deck at the moment. Gosh, why do all the 6 spell hands look so good? I think it's fine. Yeah, perfect. Snap it off. Deputy Detention has been really impressive tonight. Well, thanks for the support, Draven. I definitely don't intend to drop Modern altogether. We might scale back a touch more once we have a non-rotating format on this application, but still gonna do plenty as long as there's people supporting for it. We actually added a few good Modern decks to the queue today or yesterday, but so that's good. I think I just take Vivian Reed here, although History of Benali is much cheaper. I think I take Vivian Reed here because I probably. Oh, actually, I'm in a little bit of trouble, right? I was thinking I'd be able to look out Dispersal to Shalai, but they actually play Shalai this turn, right? Teamer Climb, 10 out of 10. We'll do Rockin'. Alright, so Siren Stormtamer. Hopefully they give us something to Dispersal this turn, and then next turn we get to Hostage take the Shalai and get in there. Thank you for the very generous biddies, Rockin'. That's fine. Please attack me. I didn't play the Thought Erasure this turn because I can't target my opponent with Thought Erasure because they have Hexproof from Shillelagh. My favorite Modern deck at the moment. I really liked the Vanafear Cord deck when we played it last time. Gosh, Teamer Climb after this. We might break back into the top 1,000. It's been kind of funny rubber banding around. Yoink. I think I just need. I don't think I can wait for another land here. I think I just need to jam this. And they like untap and like play something to kill one of my things. I'm gonna be a little bit sad, but I think it's just right to like head to the Space Jam here. Really want to draw a land this turn so that way I can go. Yeah, so this lets me go Thought Erasure, Curious Obsession. That's a lot of beef, opponent. A lot of beef. All right. Why didn't they play Tristani? Did they click through it? I've only been to the Space Jam once and it's horrifying. Let's play. Let's play at least one more with this. I'm really kind of digging. Like, Pirates is one of my favorite decks just because of the play patterns. This really feels like it's solidly upgraded Pirates. Max! Thank you for the 36 months. Welcome to the map club. There aren't many of them. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. 36 months. That's almost an entire Declan. I guess that's not quite true anymore. He's gonna be 4 soon. makes sense, Punk Count. They wanted to get me to play their thing, and then they got punished. No, we dyed my hair. It was a sub-goal. Lots of... That being said, you know, the 3-color splash is not free. It is not free. We got some tap plans. What's going on, Rebel? Thanks for the 6 months, Rabbit. Hope you're having a good one. Baby Crisis Baby Crisis Holy crap, all those cards are good. I think it's just this one. I have Dire Fleet Poisoner to technically deal with that. Yeah, attack me. Curiouser and Curiouser. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We draw Jade Light Ranger. Jade Light Ranger's the best possible draw. Oh. Any land. Any land. Any land. Damn it. Dang it, Hogland. You had to say any land. It had to be the words, just be specific, chat. The lack of specificity will be your downfall. This feels really good. That felt like pretty reasonable. I think I just Stormtamer here. OmniNovi, thank you for the 10 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. So they have Find Finality in their hand, and I am going down to 7 here. Yep. Gosh, do I keep this just because it flies? Do I keep this just because it flies? I have double Curious Obsession. I think I keep that just because it's a 1/2 flyer. Don't play a Carnage Tyrant. They drew Find Finality. God, that's brutal. I guess it's like Carnage Tyrant with a delay. We're probably dead. I need to draw like another what's it called right away? So you're saying there's a chance. Take a chance on me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, just give me a couple of bricks here. You're dead to a Doomblade. I just guessed. There actually isn't a way to see how they've ordered blockers, I don't believe. It really sucks. Oh, that's terrible. All right, we'll need a thing. That is not a thing, right? So I have to attack here, otherwise my Curious Obsessions fall off. I mean, one good top deck deserves another, right? Had a pretty good back and forth there. It's a tough one, right? Like once they hit the first Graces, it like snowballs. We need them to either like miss on the find that they played, or like miss on the second Graces. Third Graces. It's like a really close game considering how much we bricked early on. Alright, so last time I cut all of these, but I don't have Seraph in my main deck anymore, so what do I want to cut? I'm pretty sure I want both Stroke and Lookout's Dispersal here. Like, what am I trimming? I mean, I don't even know if the matchup's that tough, right? Like, if you watch what happened there, like, we kind of picked them apart piece by piece, and then they, like, hit, like, running top decks, like, 3 in a row. Like, I think we were gonna beat the Find finale that looked bad for us, then, like, we could maybe beat the Crisis, but then they had Vraska to follow it up, like. This is 62 cards, I need to cut 2 things. I think Hostage Taker is important here. Maybe with Deputy of Detention it's less important. I could see that. This hand's great. This hand's a great example of like why Hostage Taker is insane. Or sorry, Kitesail is insane. Just like disruption. Anytime you like get to play it and it's disrupt. Well, so here's the thing. When Kitesail misses, that's good for you. It means their hand probably doesn't have any removal spells in it. Don't look a Gift Horse in the mouth, right? Like. They can't cast a 4-mana spell next turn, and I'm not shocking just to bluff. Our health total's too valuable in this matchup to shock to bluff. I was convinced to play another. Rockins and Air came in with the big biddies. Alright, dead to cast down an Assassin's Trophy. No, I think I don't really care about the Find half, and I can stroke the Finality half. So, more power to him. And like, this is like Pirates, right? Like, Pirates just has some of these same hands that Mono Blue has, which is just like, alright, suit up my thing and run away with the game. Just like a Bogle's deck. Lookouts Dispersals feels real good to draw there. That one, please. This card's really good against Graces, too. Are we done yet? Feels like we're in garbage time, opponent. Where are you at with it? Hey, what's going on, Atlas? Thanks for the quarter of a year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Continue putting my poker chips in this part of the table. Triggers. What a stupid question, Magic Arena. Of course I want to draw a card. Why do you insult me? Do I want to draw a card? Kitesail Tron assembled, yep. Just like Kitesail Freebooter, just like casually bigger than Finality. How's the Red Bull treating me? I think it's worn off at this point. Like, I had most of the Red Bull like 4.5 hours ago. I don't think I really want to do a second one. They could have a negate here. Turns out the answer is no, they do not. If we win this, we might claw back up into the top 1,000, top 1,200 or whatever it is, out of the percentages. Do I want these two over these? I think I might. To have more cheap threats. Nice, Atlas. I think I mulligan this. Like, one or two of these spells is gonna blank, which basically makes it a 5-card hand. I think I can do better than this. Yeah, we can. I don't think Consecrate Consume really solves problems that we have, at least not any that I'm thinking of. Chupacabra. Just stroke it, stroke it. Do 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 do. Oh, curiouser and curiouser, chat. We just have like a repeat of last game. An inconspicuous untapped land here. Say hello to my little friend. 3 shots of protection. Heyo! Heyo! As I feel a little bit bad about bottoming the Dispersal. I think it was right at the time, though. Are we done here yet? I suppose if I brick on protection next turn, they could have like 2 removal spells or like a finality. Oh, they can, well, they can pick this back up, but I have the Siren Stormtamer in play. Yeah, getting two more hits here is pretty good. Each of these is drawn like 3 cards. Thoughts on Wilderness Reclamation. Would shed 0 tears if Wilderness Reclamation was no longer legal in Standard. Show me your finality. Yeah! Box of bricks. Sign me up. Alright, trying to dodge finality here. Dodge finality, you can dodge a ball, chat. We are super done. Alright, let's draw a counterspell or a dive down. Even if they hit finality at this point, they're probably low enough that we can close things out. Alright, sweet. Lock it up. Sacrifice my onboard card. It's just like doing this with everything now. Oh, it was like a one-off. Welcome to the tempo, baby. 1100, look at that. Climbing on up this ladder. Do 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 do. You're up a teensy bit late. So originally it was a viewer submission. We've changed and massaged a little bit as we are known to do. You can find the deck list easily importable on my Stream Decker page. I really feel like this improved Blue-Black Pirates. Like, I've been kind of high on Blue-Black Pirates in general, and Deputy of Detention really feels like it shores up issues that archetype has. Like, Blue-Black Pirates really struggled against white aggro, and Deputy of Detention we just dumpstered that matchup. And it was, like, not particularly close. Just, like, basically 8-ish hostage-ish takers felt really powerful. So if you're someone who likes Blue-Black Pirates and you're looking for a power level upgrade, I think what this deck is doing is a power level upgrade to Blue-Black Pirates. I might actually replace Pirates on the site with this. Like, people have been asking, like, how could we upgrade Pirates with the new set? I didn't think about splashing something. And splashing for Deputy Detention felt very reasonable today. Alright, what are we doing? We're gonna play some Teamer Climb to wrap things up. Thanks to some very generous biddies from Rock Engineer. Well, the top 1,000 thing is until the end of next month. This month is just the top 8. Update the Stream Decker, post the Twitters, we'll be on our way. Whoop. Basically, starting next month, the top 1,000 on the arena ladder every month, they're going to get to play qualifier tournaments that could get them into larger tournaments. I'm going to grab a snack here real quick, though. Some fruit snacks and some trail mix. Yeah, the Esper deck was sweet.